Yo, what's up guys? New Siege video, and I just checked. It's been 12 days since I last uploaded my last video. Close to half a month. That's literally the very first time it's been that long since I uploaded a video. Of course, because of SWC. And afterwards of SWC, didn't really have that much motivation to make a video that much. Been streaming a bunch more, been doing some more pay to win RTAs and that kind of jazz, so I have been more active on stream. Will also be towards the end of the season, I guess. Well, tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, Thursday. Well, I think this video will be posted on Thursday, but the Friday definitely will do a stream again. And then it's end of the season. And then how do things go from there? Well, of course, still be streaming, still be making YouTube videos, that kind of jazz. I have a thing or two in plan, which I'm not entirely sure yet about. I will be traveling to the America's Cup. We'll go there on the 4th of October. Man, these fights go fast. Okay, this is a long clip, so this fight is going to take a lot longer. But yeah, it's gonna be that, so I will be streaming YouTubing until the 4th of October, which is already in like 2 weeks-ish. We'll be going to the US there. Will probably bring my laptop so I can still make videos. I will go afterwards to Canada as well to visit a friend from Shanghai. And then, yeah, that's that for that plan. Also, most likely gonna try to go to Korea for the World Finals, which is around the 11th or 12th of, what's it called? October. This fight is going real bad, by the way. Yeah, pretty much that. So that's like just a slight update of like how things are going. And I'm losing this fight. And then also going right into the next fight. Same fight. I should have used this team all along. It's way better, actually. So yeah, that's what's coming for planning for me. I am planning to make some more videos. I do have a thing or two in plan as well for maybe different kind of content kind of stuff. Maybe a new beginner account with some certain rules or settings of things to do or anything like that. I thought some out like way back, and I might actually think about doing that fully. But you will hear about that the moment that happens. Probably will be active more streaming. I can stream my own RTA wings again without caring all too much about winning or losing or showing runes, which is a lot more chill than being on edge for SWC all the time. Then of course people are gonna ask the question like, hey, how was it in SWC? Like any final remarks on like your plays or whatever it was. I'm not gonna make a video like fully explaining or like checking like, oh, who had more procs or that kind of blah 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 jazz, whatnot. Is in the end there's no point. That's the main thing there is. There's no point. Like whatever I make, say, or do, it's not gonna change anything to the fact that I lost 3-0. Did I feel like my drafts were the best? No. I think I could have had made better drafts, but there's a big factor that you guys behind the screen and also the casters don't really catch, is that you're not necessarily drafting against the units you see on the field at that moment. You're drafting against all of the units that guy has in his box at any time. He has a bunch of good LDs, so he has a bunch of like flex picks potentials that you could say like, okay, if I draft this beforehand, he's not gonna play that afterwards. It's a smart way to draft. Not too sure, but there's something to say about that, and that it was the reasoning behind some of the drafts. Going quickly over all of the matches. Do I think all of the matches were winnable? Yes, I actually rewatched them with Ismo as well, and we pretty much said like for the first one 50-50. Depending if I landed my shit, I would have won. If I didn't, he would have won. Was Charlotte there the best option? Maybe not. Was Lima? I actually started picking a lot less Lima. Lima's, not gonna lie, after nerf, not that great of a unit. Like she's hit that hard that I started playing with her quite some like after SWC. Lost a lot of points. I pretty much like removed her from my draft altogether except some 5th picks like once in I don't know how many matches. And suddenly I started winning a lot more. So Lima's actually pretty much, well, I wouldn't necessarily say gutted, but Lima's actually a pretty bad unit. So I drafted Lima too early. I drafted the Molly too early. Molly, of course, Han counter. And he also oracles on the field. if I remember correctly. Yes, I think so. So that didn't really work out. Charlotte maybe could have been better if it was Sienna, but then again, Sienna, if she landed not that much, would have been terrible as well. And Charlotte actually could have won that fight if Charlotte was a proper unit that didn't get resisted on max AC on the S1. At the moment, you could actually do proper cycling. That all said, that was match 1. Match 2, a lot of people were like, yo, Amber did nothing. Yeah, that was pretty much the main reason why I lost. Amber is more or less a water recap. I've been showing it on videos before. The moment she lands shit, she does a shit ton of damage. Plus, units do less damage on her the moment she has been hit by those units. So the only 2 core units that actually could properly kill her after Sierra was dead were the Molong and the Miles, which would have had a lot of difficulties if they actually landed proper dots. Activation rate on her is 70% and it hits 3 to 4 times. It landed like 1 dot on the Molong, 1 dot on the Tessa, and I think 1 or 2 dots on the Miles and 0 dots on the Sierra. Of course, more difficult to land. But then again, you have 3 to 4 hits for 70% activation rate. So that unit did a lot less than I was hoping for, and therefore pretty much instantly lost me the match. Then on to the next one. Oh yeah, this fight. I remember this fight. I hella misplayed this fight, but it was still funny. Then the third match, a lot of people were asking is like, why do you ban Pontus if you have 3 strippers? Main reason is Pontus was a Nem trap. So you do a Nem trap, so Gianna does S2, S3, Pontus moves in front of it, cleanses everything. That was my main thing, like, oh, this is a Nem trap, I know that, so I ban it because I have Gianna on the field. Was that maybe too short of sighted at that moment? Maybe I was slightly tilted because of previous losers already. Let's say also drafting during SWC is a lot more difficult. Could I have been better with still having Pontus in the field there than not? In hindsight, maybe, but then again, if you actually check the match, I lost because, what's it called? The Miles went for a 50 check, actually lost because of resistance as well, on landing the, landing the stun, and then proccing into an S2. The Dominic resisted the Pra S2, so also if I would have had Pontus in there, then I wouldn't have strapped jack shit from the units that I actually wanted to hit there, aka the Dominic, because my Pra actually missed the strip. So in hindsight, having the Pontus banned would actually be worse because Praha missed the strip on, like, I think 3 out of the 4 or 2 out of the 4, like, Praha stripped pretty terribly. So that really wouldn't have worked out. If I actually landed that strip, then my, my Marsha would have been able to push back the Dominic, and therefore my Gianna also would have been able to survive. So with all of those things said, combined together, and then also it was still a really close match when it was even like the 2v3, it was very winnable. So in the end, I would say were all 3 drafts winnable? Yes. Were they the best of drafts I could have made? Probably not. But then again, it's SWC. It's a lot of pressure and that kind of stuff. And is what it is. Were they unlucky matches? Yes, I would say so. But yeah, that's pretty much my final notes on like SWC. In the end, no hard feelings to Ismo whatsoever. He's a great guy. He's an absolutely great guy. Good player. A good guy in real life as well. I wish him all the best in the World Finals, definitely. Same for Pinkroyd. But for me, the main thing which is really sad is that it's been my 5th year of SWC and it just doesn't improve. Like most of the years, I just lost on Zoggy RNG. And if you disagree, then well, yeah, you just disagree. I don't care. But in my opinion, I lost most years on just bullshit RNG. So that is that. Will I try again for next year? Who knows? Who knows? Like, I don't know, man. There's just so much build up to all of that kind of stuff to just get a simple, like, oh yeah, another 3-0 because of like Zoggy RNG. Like, the moment, you know, these days where your shit just doesn't land and the enemy procs more. Like, you know, some of those days you have decent win rate, you can climb, you can do your shit, it works. For me, my SWC mostly gets at one of those moments where it's just your shit doesn't land. Your shit, like, you can do whatever, but your shit doesn't land. And yeah, if you are at these unlucky moments during the tournament, it just doesn't work out. Funny thing is, in a lot of the years, me and Obabo are the favorites to win the whole thing, and both of us got the worst record ever. Like both of us only won one round once ever. And for him, 4 rotations. For me, 5 rotations. I'm doing worse. Yay! I win doing worse. Yeah, so that's pretty much that for SWC, also for this siege on the background, like whatever. Yeah, sad about it, definitely. Wish it was different, definitely. For me, it's totally not about the prize money or anything. It was more about like showing some good matches. In the end, the matches didn't show that well. Like if Amber would have landed everything, and if everyone would have been like, "Oh my god, such a 5-head pick, Amber, she's so good." But yeah, now she landed jack shit, and it's literally like your Rika doesn't land a single dot. Pretty much. Then again, could I have used Rika there? No, because it was water unit. So you need like a wind or a water Rika to make that work. But yeah, that's that. That's is what it is what it is. So yeah, either how, guys, my final notes on SWC, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Who knows when.